shit, he's alive. Hi. We're back for some D&D. This might be a bit of a short session. We shall see. Hopefully the background music isn't too loud still. My god, it is. Let's try and drop that back a bit more. He's hoping it's still okay. But hi, how's it going? I think this is actually gonna be our last session. Then we have, no, sorry, this will be a second to last session. We've still got one more after this. And then it'll be actual epilogue things, which is kind of crazy. Hoping to get this wrapped up before March, because I am going away a bunch there. So, fingers crossed we'll be able to bang the rest of this out, get it done, get it crossed off. Then I can start setting up the actual fourth campaign things. Isn't that crazy? Like, holy shit. It's a whole new world. Oh god, I haven't thought about overlays. Well, that's a problem for future Tyler. We'll see what's up. Anyway, let's jump into our usual shenanigans. Kicking off with the music section is up and running. And by up and running, I mean I have to do a bunch of edits to it, because fuck Spotify. So I am now currently using Tidal. I managed to swap over a very significant amount of my music, which is fucking great. However, it is not 100% all there. So, I have some stuff to do, but I'm hoping to just leave that for this time being and get it all properly set up for next campaign. But if you want to see all of the artists themselves, it does have all of their links to social medias and things like that are not specifically Spotify. You can go into the About Me section in my Twitch, and it is labeled D&D Spotify music. So all of the artists' names are in there, all of their social medias. They let us use their music on Twitch copyright free, which is very much appreciated. So, big appreciation. I do rules differently. If you want to know what those are at any point, you can type in !DND to get a Google Doc of all them rules. To see the artists of the maps, you can type in !DND maps to get the Patreon links to the Reclusive Cartographer and Go Adventure maps. End of Latov, which is the title of this campaign, will give you a little synopsis about what this game's about. It's pretty much the plot hook. So, all of those good jams. Mooba will pop in every now and again to remind you all about channel point inspiration. If you think a player's doing something cool, you like what they've said, you like a cool little move that they did, feel free to give them an inspiration point. Players can have a maximum of 5 inspiration points each before they're at their cap. If you gift an inspiration point to somebody and they're already at their max, you can gift it to somebody else, or you can have your channel points refunded. It is up to you. This does also... nice. This does also extend to NPCs that are on the player's sides. So if you want to gift them an inspiration point, go for it. We take a break around 7 PM, which is about 12 AM, the Moroccas, for about 30 minutes. We'll see how far we get into this at least, because I believe for the sake of not having all of the players present, I don't really want to jump into the final part. So we might kick off the last session with that. So we might even just do last session epilogues then, and then do a wrap-up session after that. We shall see. Anyway, yada yada yada. And lastly, like it says in the pinned message, as I am the GM, I don't really look at chat. I leave it to my mods to keep you all sussed out. Everything like raids, follows, subs, anything that makes a sound is turned off for the time being. So it is still greatly appreciated, and I will make sure to give precious when we're in breaks and things like that. But while we're actually playing in the game, I do need to keep my attention on my players. So yeah, those are the things. But without further ado, it worked. Let's jump in. Hi, Kev. Oh my god, it's him. So, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a chill day. Yeah. Ece's on the way. So, let's just vamp.
Wait.
Hell yeah. I am very much looking forward to the next session that we have of Bernardwell. For peeps that don't know, Kev is also a GM. Gasp. God, how long has that been going now? It's been definitely over a year now, I reckon, right? Or close to.
Yeah, I think.
Let me check those
Let's
session
see.
notes.
Yeah. Reminds me, may need to post the next session. Or the last session.
Oh, we're a year in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in about a month. Crazy. Oh no, we're 2 years in March, sorry. That was the 10th of the 3rd, 2014.
Ooh.
Crazy, isn't that neat? Gosh dang. Because how long have you been
Yeah, that's
working?
been fun.
Yeah, how long have you been working on the world that is Bernardwell? That's been
Um, so I've had the village, like, in my brain for probably 3 or 4 years.
dang.
Just kind of like building some of that initial cast of NPCs and
Mhm.
Mother Adelaide.
Yeah. Gosh
Just
dang.
kind of, yeah. And then just, yeah, kind of started building outward from there. Like,
Yeah.
this is like the first world that I've kind of set up.
Mhm.
My other games have either taken place like either in Faerun, like in Waterdeep specifically for my last campaign,
Mhm.
or for another village that I invented basically and just kind of plopped into an existing world.
Dang.
But like, yeah, like world building is intimidating.
Ooh.
I've discovered that I hate drawing maps.
Oh yeah.
I hate having to make a map.
Mhm.
But if you like, you give me, I have X village,
Yeah.
town, country, city. Cool. I will populate it, and there will
Yeah.
be a diverse cast of characters, and there are going to be some quirky, weird folks sprinkled throughout. Uh, but a world? Oh my god,
It's so
that's too
much more,
much.
so much more intimidating. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Let's do this actually.
Yeah. I use Nortantis, a free kind of independent program to make my maps. Where just generates them, including things like countries, cities, like
Ooh,
names, um, landmarks, things like that. So that I really like.
hell yeah.
I really like the look of the program, to
Yep.
be perfectly honest. I hate the naming algorithm a lot.
Yes, that part's the
Really
hardest.
frustrating.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like some of the names it comes up with are super cool, and others are stupid and needlessly descriptive, or it's
Uh-huh.
just words.
Mm-hmm. It's just a gnomish last
Just
name.
words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even. I could go with an Omish last name, but like just some of the rivers that and mountain ranges that it comes up with. I'm like, come on, man. Like that's you literally just you literally just picked two random words
Mm-hmm.
out of a dictionary, and that's
Yeah.
what you went with.
Yeah.
Which, granted, yeah, okay, so it feels like sometimes that's what people do anyway when
Mm-hmm.
discovering things, but come on.
Yeah. Creativity, please. Run it by a bard. Hell.
Yeah. Yeah, something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's been, and I'm actually running a second campaign in person
Ooh.
in in the same world on a different continent where things are happening,
Ooh.
and we'll see what all starts to kind of bleed over and interact with each other.
I love doing that so much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This group has gone portal hopping because, like in Bernardwell, magic is coming back into the world
Yeah.
with unintended consequences everywhere.
Yes.
And they found a bunch of portals that opened up to different planes,
All right.
like Avernus and Mechanus and the Elysian Fields.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They are about to enter the portal to Arcadia.
Ooh, that's fun.
Because, yeah, one of the players has maybe spoken to Vessel. Uh, yeah.
Oh, that's
And
sick.
now they're getting to deal with sleep and what sleep might be and what sleep is trying to do multiversally. So,
Oh, that's fucking
uh,
sick.
yeah, a couple of the players are also big Sleep Token fans. So,
That makes it
how
so
could
much.
I not?
Yes. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. Oh, that's so exciting. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a big like mission to start like naming things in Zerai, because that's where the next campaign will take place. So I think I am at least like halfway there. Um, but I just want names of like very specific places. It's a whole bunch of
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's actually not entirely necessary, but I find it easier to just have like that massive list of things. I'm not going as
Mm-hmm.
all out as I did for Latov, where it's like, this is the name of the hospital, this is the name of the lighthouse. Like, no, they have a hospital and a lighthouse,
Mm-hmm.
there's a school there, it's the name of
Yeah.
the location. But taverns and
Yep.
blacksmiths, yeah, they've got names. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I am almost finished putting together the images for the very specific plants that are on Kinara itself. Luckily, all of the like species write-ups are all done, so that's very rewarding. That was a massive just reading task, but
About.
yeah, a very large portion of it is done. So I'm very excited to like show that to you guys and be like, I have another gift for you. It's a lot of reading, I'm really sorry. But look, it's for you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not deep and expansive lore. We hate that.
I'm just excited for more things. I love playing games with my
Hmm.
friends, okay?
Heck yeah.
Let's see, close Brynard Ball notes. But if you want to go and check out Kev's games, they run every second Sunday/Saturday for. Is it actually Saturday for you guys? Yeah. On Rick Distributor, or you can catch up on all the other episodes on YouTube under the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the good stuff. Last time. Whew. Oh god, what did I do? I hit a button that I wasn't meant to. I meant to duplicate it. Okay. Also, hi, Ece.
Hello.
Hey.
I believe if I scroll down far enough.
Started with Amora and Merlin in a cave.
Yes, we did. Amora and Merlin met up in their cave to do some little romantic things. Merlin decided that it was about damn time that he did an actual proposal. So that is what he did. He had also been working for a very long time on a massive painting that he could gift to Amora as well. She now has that, and she has now for a second time agreed to marry him. He just wanted to make sure, you know. Where is the one I'm looking for? It's Taverns. I have a playlist that's called Casual Roaming. Where is it?
It is casually roaming
Yeah.
while you're looking for it.
It really is. Ah, is that one of the ones that didn't fucking process? Sick. We're going with this one instead. Alright. So Merlin did that. The party made a plan of how they're going to get a couple of boats and make the ritual of the covers becoming one. One cover becoming four. There we go. That's how that works.
That's what we foresee.
Exactly. Imagination. Some plans worked out with Poison as well as with Wakes as well. Wakes admitting that, yeah, I got a bit power crazy, curiosity crazy, and lacked the insight needed. There were many safety hazards.
I should never have been let loose in the lab.
Murstone is back on its feet as everybody has finally gotten back to Kenellen. And I believe Rook had a few conversations with people about ways to work this wish spell to ensure that it's actually going to cooperate. The fear of monkey pawing and just genie shenanigans if things aren't worded correctly. I believe with that everything has been set up on the boats, and everything's pretty much ready to go. Amora and Merlin are also with you guys. Amora's taken the form of a bird and is going to be flying around with Merlin just up above to keep an aerial lookout, just in case there's anything that could interfere. Cliff and River are on the secondary boat, so it just leaves Kaba, Rourke, Bobney, and Poison on the one boat. What I'll do is I will move out over here. My buttons
One
don't
boat
wanna
to sail them all.
Absolutely. I'm sorry for how weird this is laid out, but we are all currently on the one with all the symbols and things.
Risk Bud Dusk and Sheesh.
Yeah. Everybody's back. Bobney had taken some time to remake the 2 other Kabas that had perished in the other encounter. So, all on the same lines of how they're looking. Again, I'll just give you those descriptions and I can copy and paste these to you if you'd like them, Ece. Shish Kaba is a warm orange kaba made from sandstone, yellow granite, and yellow Kiramin Sorm limestone. Red ooze drips between the cracks where they are not fully moulded. Briskaba is white and light blue, made from blue wood, white cement, and darker blue limestones. There is cyan ooze leaking between the cracks where they're not fully moulded. Duskaba is a dark purple kaba made from purple woods, granite, slate, and jade worked into the shell. There's almost a holographic look to this kaba with some vibrant purple ooze leaking from the cracks where they're not moulded. And Baraba, which is so much fun to say, is a similar looking to the kaba that you guys had seen previously, made from moss, mud, vines, and stone, but now has some flowers blooming along the shell as ooze leaks from inside the flowers and in between some of the vines. This one does seem to be the most put together kaba. I will chuck this in player planning for you. There you go. So all of those kabas have been moved to certain points on the rune, the runic circle. The thing that you do notice is that all of the Fey kabas have always worn very neutral expressions. They move rather robotically as they stand in their positions, ready for what comes next. Not really that they're actually aware, though. Poison strolls up from below deck, brushes off a couple of crumbs from his like vest. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the rundown of how this is gonna work, just so you know you don't get concerned when I suddenly pull out knives, because that is how my magic works. It is very knife based, so in order for me to actually get a hold of you, we have to let Wakes perform the ritual as normal up until the point that your soul leaves your body. So in a way, you do technically die, but this is where I jump in, quite literally. I have to wrangle your soul and then cut it into 4 pieces and redirect it, again, with knives, towards the other Kaba copies. The hardest part is not missing your soul when it leaves your body. You know, people aren't supposed to see your soul and things like that, and you know, in a normal circumstances when you're not talking to a literal plane, this wouldn't be possible. But I do want to let you know, in the event that it doesn't work, that you know, your soul manages to slip through my fingers, that would be our shot though. The chances are definitely higher, but nothing is kind of absolute when it comes to ethereal soul magic, you know. Yeah.
Nice of you to let us know. And then Carol turned to Bobney. So, how were you planning on doing the difficult part of, you know, catching the soul?
Well,
Did you have a plan for that part? Because that seems like the dangerous part.
normally the soul is contained within the dome that appears, and I would at least have a general amount of seconds to try and capture it. It's just not very likely that I would have been able to. I would have been purely doing this through magic, not as hands-on as poison is, but I would essentially be trying to capture it and, well, tear it in four, which is the more dangerous part. I don't really have soul knife utensils as this one does.
Yeah, no, I think I'm much happier that we got poison involved.
Happy to help. I need to have more Australian characters. I love doing that.
They have to be token characters, though. You can't have everyone be Australian. It loses the charm.
No, that's very
Well,
fair.
Unless you're running an actual Australia game.
Oh my! Everyone from Zorai, from specific. Actually, there are regions in Zorai, so it's like there are mostly dwarves here. There's mostly halflings here. Halflings are now Australian.
Right. All the player characters will be the token, not Australians.
Yeah. Poison does turn to you, Rourke. And I know you've been holding on to that scroll. If after, you know, this succeeds or fails or anything like that, if you'd like some help to do your scroll in whatever way that you want to do that, I'd be happy to help you, bud. We can do that on the other ship.
Oh yeah, cool. That'd be great.
All right. Sounds good. Now there shouldn't be any interferences. Luckily, we managed to choose a point in the water where, you know, Sahooligans and things like that don't really want to mess with us. But they're tricksy bastards, so you never know. Aerial cover's good, but if you notice a bit too much rock and rock, feel free to take a couple of pot shots at the water.
Okay.
Alright. I guess anybody got any questions?
Yes. Is there... What sort of time do you three have between performing the ritual and needing to be on the other boat away from an explosion? Do you get a countdown timer?
Not too much one.
Gigantic hourglass in the sky.
Luckily, there's a way to... Actually, sorry, it would be Bobney that says this. The ritual itself takes 10 minutes of me preparing it. From that 10 minutes, there will be a select amount of time that poison will have to redirect the soul and things like that. While I will be wary, I will be able to open a... Oh no, I forgot the spell name. I didn't write it down. It's like Arcane Gate or something like that, where it's just a doorway from one place to another that you can just walk through. I will have that open so that all of us will be able to run through. Pretty much as soon as the soul has entered the body, that's where we'll need Rourke to come in to move the Kaba out. It'll be very obvious to tell. Normally once a soul has entered a creature that doesn't have one and just motions to one of the Kabas, you can see just the very blank, like 1,000-yard stare that this Kaba has, and then just motions to Kaba that is a lot more expressive.
Kaba goes blank-faced.
Well, there's normally a look of a recognition in regards to the consciousness, so unless there's a very specific order that you want to do these. Sorry, words. These souls connections to Poison. Poison just kind of shrugs and goes, let's see. We'll go, yellow, purple, blue, green. Sound good, bud? We'll say that Bobney will make a... There we go. The Arcane Gate will be there. And that takes you directly to the other boat. And then we'll be able to at least get away from the ship. Can I get both of you to give me an insight check?
Ah, okay.
Well, damn.
What a way to start things off.
Good. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, Rourke, having a look at Bobney, you can tell that there is a... I guess like there's an air of something missing. Bobney looks not completely unsure, but there's still some like very brief like moments of hesitation when explaining things. It's covered pretty decently well. Kappa, you have become fluent in the ways of Bobney. There is almost a... What's the word here? Like... I want to say like finality, or like there's a tone indication that you're picking up from Bobney that's like everyone will be getting out, sorry, not everyone, so all of you will be getting out is very specifically some of the wordings used and things like that. Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
sort of his head like, "You all right, buddy?"
Yes. I would very much like this to go over well.
You're planning to leave with the rest of them when they do?
Someone has to contain some of the tar. Well, we are on a boat. This is still your planet. And, well... motions to Kaba and Rook. The two of you are very aware of the effects that a certain tar had on both the Feywild and this planet. While the Styx isn't exactly the same, it is still a form of ooze. I do not wish it to destroy your ecological system. Ecological? What's the word I'm looking for? Your flora and fauna in this space. But said much more eloquently.
Yeah. So you have a different way out after you do your protective stuff? You don't really want to lose anyone here if possible, but just your tone makes me wonder if you're planning that.
Of the group of us, I feel I am one of the, at least, most disposable. There is a way for me to at least contain this in a way. It's not that I am fully expecting this to have a very largely negative effect. I do believe that I can hold out very well. I may just be very weak. Hence why I am okay, but I still would rather that I was the one to contain this.
Abril sort of turn to the other two and like, after everything happens, please do your best to get back over here, and also grabbing Amora, making sure this pile of nonsense is okay.
Hearing Bobney describe himself as disposable, Work would like do his best to like get face to face as much as he can without like just lifting Bobney up off the ground.
Yes.
And just going, no one is disposable. I understand the urge to sacrifice yourself to save people you care about. No one is disposable.
You see Bobbly smile a little bit and just nod. You feel a presence on your shoulder, Rourke, and you see that Amora has, or Bird Amora, has landed on your shoulder. She like hops down your arm as you have an arm on Bobney. Hops down and just kind of like pecks him on the side of the cheek. You can see on the very little peck mark, this is just a flavour, there is a very tiny little heart. As she hops back up She also gives you one of the hearts, and also one to poison as well. So the three of you have... what is the spell called? Thing that brings you...
Death Ward.
Thank you. Yeah, back
Ward.
to 1. Yeah. Yeah. Then Birdmore just kind of almost gives you, like, if a bird could give you like a before flying off. Very much agreeing with your sentiment of no one's disposable. We're all gonna be okay. Thank you, friends. I appreciate that. I'll give you a pat on the arm. Well, it's not dilly-dally any longer. Let's get this underway, shall we?
Oh.
Let's go with this. Ignore the fact that the song says we're all dead.
Hang on a minute, Tyler.
I just needed the serious
To be
ones.
The foreshadowing here.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Let me in the GM layer just write this down because otherwise I'm gonna forget. 3, 4. Sick. Kaba, you are guided to the black circle. Let's chuck you in the middle. Bobney goes down over here. And Poison jumps up and balances himself on the top of like a little beam. And is just like crouching on top of it. Where would Rourke like to stand? Knowing that Shishkaba is going to be the first one. After 10 minutes, obviously.
He would probably, get himself down there, like, right next to him, so...
Go.
If he's grabbing people...
Alright, awesome. There's not as much clutter in this area. This is the only boat I could find. But luckily, River and Cliff were able to find a boat that was reasonably, like, dinged up. It still floats and sails. They did have to build over one of the massive holes that were in the ship itself, hence the odd, weird deck. Cliff does inform Kaba of this and apologize for the varying wood on one ship. He feels like it would be very much blasphemy.
Yeah, Kaba would have I mean, yeah, okay, it's a disposable one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just a really big sigh.
Yeah. Alright. So, slowly, Wakes starts beginning the enchantment. The runes on the ground begin to slowly light up as a dome appears around the ritual site, encompassing all of the Kabas, Wakes, and Poison, and Rourke. Poison has drawn his blade. The leather part itself is about that long, while the blade itself is about that long. Very jagged edge, and is just holding it. Slowly twirling the leather-bound handle in his grip and concentration. The ritual takes 10 minutes of Wake's mumbling and gesturing. A warm tangerine colour emanates from the area around inside the dome. The Kaba copies remain motionless, as if in stasis. While Kaba, you feel your consciousness fading. It's like being pulled in each direction of the lines that are drawn beneath your feet. And following along the calligraphy on the ground and slowly getting further and further away from where you are standing. You can hear your heartbeat in your ears. Yeah. Sorry.
I was going to say, it's sort of as he can sort of feel himself fading out, he'll start saying, "Oh, that feels," and try to time that point to be the dropout. I have something to finish that sentence later on once sort of the four of them are up.
Okay. Hell yeah. Starting to feel very strange and weird. You can hear your heartbeat in your ears as it begins to slow down. Seconds extending between each beat as your body begins to slacken, although it's staying upright somehow. Your breathing laboured and vision blurred. What goes through Kaba's mind as his consciousness actually starts to fade completely?
Probably, like, surface level, he's probably trying to sort of rack his brains for what would be the funniest way to come back with all four of them. But he's only thinking that because there's sort of an undercurrent level where it's just absolute trust in Bobney, despite all of the other stuff. He's actually been around long enough that he knows Bobney knows his stuff, just the safety risk. But yeah, just absolute trust in Bobney and Poison and Rourke. And Bamora, because she's also here. I know Merlin's also here, but there's less trust there. That's for fair. No good reason.
That's fair. From the outside, from what you can see, Rourke, you watch Kaba's eyes glaze over, figure wobbling for a few minutes before he stops and stills. Also, almost mannequinly rigid. For squatting on a ledge, Poison is extremely well balanced. No visible twitch or shake from him, the only movement being the rhythmic twirling of the blade in his hand. The ship creaks and sways with the ocean as you watch Kaba's skin start to crumble into sand. Some parts beginning to give way, and then that dark blue ooze start to leak out and just start to run down. Wakes collapses onto its knees with exhaustion, and before Kaba's shell can hit the deck, Poison has moved, a rabid look in his eyes as he's locked into something in sort of like the middle distance, leaping from the beam as he reaches for it. Ece, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. You do need to fail this. So the DC is 18, so you need to roll lower than an 18. No inspiration, no deals. This is a flat roll.
I mean, can't do any deals. The seer we were making it with this is gone. Exactly. Hopefully.
Alright.
That was closer than I'd like, but...
That's slightly terrifying. My god. The only time that you don't want to roll high. I wanted to have, like, a flip on that. You see Poison leap up, Rourke, and reach up. You don't see him grab onto something, but you see his grip close. Not fully into a fist, but he is definitely grabbing hold of something. As he almost ruthlessly, like a wrestler, like slams something down onto the deck. The deck does give a little bit underneath. As he almost wrestles with it for a few seconds. Bringing out the blade itself and beginning to cut. splitting this out into sections, there is a curve to the way that he cuts this object, you knowing that it is Kappa's very soul, as the blade starts to glow a very vibrant purple, and it slowly switches colors between this purple to a cyan to a lime green, and it's almost like a fluid motion of colors as he flings his blade, and you see the actual shape of the knife itself, those same amalgamation of colors, fling towards Shishkaba and pierce into the chest. You see the figure of Shishkaba, once robotically faced, suddenly begin to emote. What would this first reconsciousness be for this first Kappa? Because this will be in 4 portions, if that doesn't ruin your thing, sorry.
No, it doesn't, but I've just had an idea to make it slightly better.
Let's go.
How can I change this slightly? Sort of blinks and sort of chewy.
What? You hear that little mumble from Shishkaba. You can pick up the first one and rush to the door. From what I recall, Kappa is quite heavy. It's mostly the shell, right? That is most of the weight.
I think he's like half a ton or something.
Rook is still very strong, thank God. It's very easy enough for you to pick up Kappa and rush the first one there. The shell has suddenly hit the deck nearby where Poison is, and is slowly starting to leak the black tarish ooze. But the shell is also beginning to shake. Poison has taken notice of this and gone, shit, and starts to carve the next part before flinging it to the next one.
Duskaba.
What happens when Duskaba gains this bit of consciousness?
Same sort of waking, and then twinkly.
Okay.
The initial one was going to be weird, but now I'm changing it based on their names.
I like that. Very easy enough for you to rush that one through. Again, Poison's working to sort out the next one. Flings another knife towards the blue Briskaba. What happens to Briskaba?
Wake up. Busy?
Fizzy? Nice. Rook rushes him through. Thank God you're also really fast. It does help. You race over to where Butterbutt is, and you see Poison almost slip. There's a very quick, grunt as some of the floorboards beneath where he is, creaks a little bit. And he scrambles to leap forward to where Shishkaba was. So you can see him moving in this direction over here. You are able to pick up this carbot if you'd like to. Do you want to try and move them over to a different position? Would Rourke want to... What would Rourke want to try and do?
If he sees, like, poison trying to move to a different spot,
Mhm.
he is going to, yeah, try to pick up Butaba and just, like, track him,
Mhm.
like, along with poison, just keeping that kind of that fixed point through space,
Yeah, absolutely.
just to help the aim, I guess.
So, you see as the poison kind of... You start tracking each other almost. Poison makes a leap and kind of slides towards where Shishkaba's pillar is and just yells to you, "Get him there!" Hold on. "Get him there!" Slightly more Australian, I guess. You can see he's kind of had to slide through some of the sticks and is wincing in pain. The very acidic burning starting to corrode away at some of his clothes. Not that he wears a shirt anyway. But you can move Butaba onto this pillar. And Poison manages to reach out and grab a hold of the last bit before not having that much movement to propel the last knife that he needs towards it. He shoves his own knife through his hand to use that as like the propulsion forward. You see the knife exit through that part as he actually releases finally as the spectral soul knife is pushed forward, propelling the soul towards Butaba. What is the final Kaba's awakening?
Ugab-
It cut out, sorry, what was that?
Ugaboo.
Oh, adorable.
I was going like Shish is food, dusk is like twilight, brisk is something fast or bubbly, bud is a friend.
Yeah, that's so cute. Good do. You're able to take the final Kaba into the gateway, as you can also step through as well. Does Rourke choose to step through right away?
He would wait kind of at the doorway, like, as long as he can, try to make sure that poison can get out okay, that Bobby can get in. Have that chance, maybe.
Okay.
But he will wait as like absolutely long as he can to make sure everybody else is hopefully going to be okay.
Okay. Head over to the doorway, just kind of lingering in that space. Poison pulls the knife out of his hand as the shell of Kaba starts to rattle more violently. You can see part of the top shell, the hexagon? Yeah. Starts to almost like pulse, and some of the shell begins to crack away as more sticks begins to leak out of it further. Pulling the knife out of his own hand, he has to scramble to get up. Heading over to where you are, Rourke, there is an instance before he steps through as well that he points his knife, covered in his own blood, towards Bobney and just says, "We'll see you over there, or I'll kill you myself." Gives him a salute and a big grin. Gives you a pat on the arm, Rourke. Alright. We'll let him do his thing, we've got to get out.
Rourke would look over at Bobney, like, try to make eye contact and just nod. And step through after Poison.
Alright. I didn't mean to move the circle. You both step through. You meet Bobney's eyes as it stands up. Smile on its face. And just gives you a nod. Determined, you can see the glimmering little pink sparkly heart on his cheek. As the rattling begins to intensify, it starts to crack and shatter as the arcane gate begins to close. These are not the vibes I want. Give me what I want. Let's just do this. That seems fun. The arcane gate begins to close. As you see the last little bits of Kaba's shell break, and almost like a dam breaking, you see a torrent of sticks flowing out. It starts to gush towards you guys as the last blink closes. Bobney begins to try and corral that. From the other ship that you guys can see, you're maybe like 300 feet away, I'm gonna say. You can see that like breaking dam of dark blue ooze that starts to leak over the ship. You hear the crunching of the wood itself just giving away. You could probably still see the very small little dot that is Bobney, as it rises up just a little bit above the ship to levitate, hoping to not have the sticks touch him. You see and feel the waves start to rock further as they start to wash up and land over the sticks itself, almost putting out some of the acidic fires that have started on the wooden ship. Bobney is then starting to try and push it together into one little dome, and is slowly making it, attempting to make it smaller. Or at least keep it contained, I should say. Say with both of your insight checks from before, you did notice multiple enchantments on the ship itself. There were a few laced all over the place, just to try and aid in controlling and containing the sticks that would explode. Let me see. Say I'd be using a upcasted version of telekinesis. Trying to contain it all in this one little bubble, before using reverse gravity to bring it up higher. You see Bobney start to rise up higher and higher with the levitate, as the almost undulating orb of sticks is moving up with him. It is so close to expanding to a point that Bobney can't contain. But he's trying to get it up high enough that if it does give, it's not going to just be all contained in one massive blob. You see it rises up higher than Bobney itself, and the undulating blob begins to get bigger and bigger, swelling, before it finally does explode. And it is a resounding scream. You can hear it easily from where you guys are on this other ship. As even from where you are, it begins to rain. And as it rains, it doesn't burn you, luckily. There is a mixture of the very tiny parts of the tar that is also mixed with the salt water of the sea. And there's a couple of bits like land on your skin, Rourke. You can see most of it is water, and that kind of eases the very, very faint sizzle as it hits your skin. And that just kind of rains down on all of you. Droplets of sticks and seawater. You see the other boat begins to sink. Bobney does begin to fall. Amora and Merlin were advised to go back over towards the ship and not fly over the secondary ship where the ritual was taking place. You can see that Merlin is looking ready to fly over there. Bobney is about, I'd probably say 90 feet in the air. There is a massive debris of rubble and ship underneath them. So as they fall, they'll very likely hit that. Is there anything that any of you would like to try and do to get over there? Either aiding one another or just boosting anybody in particular. As I open up Amora's sheet and Merlin's too. Kaba, you have all of your abilities. You are able to... Pretty much you are Kaba times 4.
How far away is Bobby?
It's about 300 feet. Yeah. Amora does have Water Walk. You gonna say something, Kev?
I mean, Rourke has run on the water before.
He has.
What better time to try that again?
Right? So you also have 2 people that can do some dimension doors. So that's 1,000. Wait, how far was that?
It's 400 feet?
The range is 500 feet. I forgot about that. So you can just you can dimension door somebody there. But if you all want to get over to that area, at least, one person can get there first to catch him.
I've got a really dumb idea that would burn all of my spell slots and require your consent depending on casting speed.
Alright. I'm down for this. What is it?
I'd want Briskhaber to start casting Misty Step on himself to just repeatedly, as soon as he's sort of out over the water, and then cast another one to do like just hop after hop after hop.
Ooh.
Until he casts seven of them in a row to be just within range to vortex warp the falling Bobney back the way he's come, and then he's got 3 more Misty Steps to at least drop him in the water at the same point where Bobney would land, which should be like 120 feet or so away from the boat, but well outside of any ship stuff.
Okay. You can do that, and with Rourke on water, can be there to catch. Yep.
Yeah, because Rourke could dash for 120 feet.
Yeah, so that gets him there. Awesome. I like this.
So this drops everyone in the water at the same spot.
Let's go. Couple of people are going to get wet. Oh no, I think... How many people can you do water walk on? I think it's 10. It's 3rd level. Brooke, you have so many spells.
I think the other 3 carvers will sort of go over to the railing on the boat and just become like Rourke's cheerleading squad.
I love this. I believe there's definitely no more than 10 of you, so everybody has the water walk, so that would help you in your misty stepping. Unless you just start doing it immediately before the water walk.
It's I've chosen Briskhaber for a reason. So yeah, he just does it as fast, like without asking anyone else what they're doing. He's just off.
Okay. And Amoro's just unburdened, goes, fuck. And does a quick instantaneous water walk. You can see that as you get closer, hopscotching your way towards where Bobney's falling, that Bobney is unconscious. There is... You're at least very well aware of just like magic strain, so you're definitely imagining that it's that. There doesn't seem to be very much blood coming off Bobney, so it doesn't seem like it's anything.
I misread things, but the vortex warp being of the highest spell slot can actually get Bobney all the way back to the boat, while the rest of us will be in the water.
Does it... Is it the same, like, point, or can you choose where to vortex warp them to?
To an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
Sick. Hell yeah. Everybody can just land in the water if you'd like.
Expands well. T. Okay, he can cast 5 in a row, do the vortex warp on Bobney, and he 5 back, so he can actually make it back to the ship if he's fast enough in casting these. If he delays by like half a second or so, then he'll drop like a meter or two away from the ship.
We're gonna leave that up to Rock because that's hilarious.
Yep.
I do think that you can. You'd probably want to get everybody back just so that Amora can check over Bobney, because there is at least some wound. So I'm gonna say for Briskipper, how many castings is it? 6 or 7?
5 misty steps, then a vortex warp, then 5 misty steps.
Okay. We'll go the first 5 are fine. And on the way back, I'll get you to give me. How do I make them? I'm very tempted to make them dex saves. Yeah, let's go dex saves. The day of the dex save.
Hey!
Nice. Hell yeah. Okay. Luckily you don't manage to miss the ship and just get dunked on. Everybody does get very weirdly, like, is it warped to the ocean then back to the ship? Or is it just like they land back on the ship again after? I'm not entirely sure how it works.
Are you talking... The Briskipper's casting is on one person. All the Misty Steps are on himself, and the Vortex Warp is just Bobney. You can't add anyone else into that.
Okay, cool.
So whatever everyone else does is completely separate to this teleporting nonsense going on.
Okay.
Because he didn't stop to listen. So if he runs into someone...
Okay. Would Rourke also, like, immediately jump in after the... Because I think by the time water walking's been cast, Briskipper's off.
Yeah, Rourke would, like, make his way to the railing, and as soon as that water walking got cast, over the side, running.
Mm-hmm.
And just have this image of, like, Rourke sprinting, like, all out, trying to get there. And then, like, just all the magical hops as he just, like, watches them pass by, going back to the ship.
You get some spray. Sorry. From the little hops on the water, you do get some, like, kickback of a spray. Yeah. But you do manage to, do you want to go all the way to the ship? Or are you going to head back to the boat itself, Rock?
Once he gets past, he'd, like, kind of just start taking a wide turn to turn back.
You start getting back towards the ship, and all 4 Cabas are there, just cheering you on. Amora...
Briskipper's quickly gone to get a towel. He realised he splashed Rock.
Yeah. Cliff will chuck down a rope, and everyone will start to help Rourke get back up onto the ship. Yeah?
Rourke will jump.
Oh yeah, true! I forgot. Yeah. You do a cool landing on the ship. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Total superhero landing.
Yeah. Big superhero landing. Shake your mane of no hair, I believe. Does Rourke have hair?
Ooh.
I don't remember.
He has hair.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he still has hair after coming back.
I think he would.
Because he had, like, a ponytail with, like, the sides shaved.
Mm.
So he would absolutely do that.
Oh, yeah.
The hair flip.
Yes. Beautiful. Full Pantene commercial hair flip. And shake off some of the water. It gets onto Briskaba. Amora is looking over Bobney, who just seems to be exhausted. She's already healed Poison's hand, and is just doing some general, like, first aid to Bobney. She does let you know that it is okay. Just very much tired. And considering the arcane strain that took place for that ritual and afterwards, it'll probably be out for at least a good few hours, but everything is alright.
Let's start prestidigitating all those dry.
Nice. Hell yeah. There is a fair amount of sticks that is on Bobney that you can prestidigitate away as well. Helps clean the wounds and things like that as well that Amora's healing. From after that point, that you will have a bit of time to at least, like, calm and chill out. Not the vibe, thank you. Rourke, you can see amongst all of the Kabas that they don't have any of the ooze anymore. None of the flowers ooze on Butterbur. There's no, like, cracks that are leaking on Duskaba, Shishkaba, or Briskaba any longer. It almost seems like they are more solidified. Each of them moving very independently, and doing their own things. Essentially, you have 4 characters now, you see?
I think I have to keep remembering their names and which one's which. I think Butterbur would be sort of floating around Bobney and Amora, sort of old wife fussing. Shishkabar would have tried to find a mop to start, like, mopping the ship for no good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And both Butterbur and Duskabar have gone up to fight over the wheel.
Nice. I love this.
The one that actually contains the majority of... Because you said that Kaba can sort of... They're all operating independently, but one of them will have a majority of actual Kaba, a lot more folks and stuff. That'll be, at the moment... Which one was it? Butterbur floating around Amora and stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome. Feel free to rename them if you would like to. It is up to you. These were just names that Bobney came up with.
I imagine... I'm happy with them being their names. I imagine they'll accumulate nicknames depending on what they do and where they go.
Alright, hell yeah.
They still look like they're sort of semi-golem selves.
Yeah.
Oop.
Poison comes up from below deck of the ship that you're currently on, with just a bunch of meat on a stick, and offers them out to everybody. There is one that is just, like, capsicum and other various types of vegetables that he hands to Amora. But yeah, you'll have a bit of a munch. Well, all things considered, I think they went pretty well. thanks for your help in that last part there, Rock. Bloody tricky bastard.
Yeah. But we were able to get it done.
Yeah. Guess since that's all gone over pretty well, what are you thinking about doing with this wish?
Gonna bring our mom back.
You want to save that for when you're back home?
I think so.
Yeah. It sounds like a good plan.
Try to bring her back at the shrine, I think. Somewhere familiar.
I think Shish Kabar will sort of overhear and be like, "Why not on the ship? I thought your mum was a good sailor." And then Duskabar will go, "No, you idiot, chef, not sailor."
And just want to check something with Brooke. Just because I don't want to go ahead with that RP-wise if she actually wants to be here for that.
It's a big one for both characters.
Yeah. But Poison nods. Fair enough. We can at least start to get that set up. With the scrolls themselves, they're pretty easy. You don't have to do a whole just motions back to the ship that you were just on. Ritual setup or anything like that. It is pretty much just wordplay. So
I mean, if you want to look over the notes we wrote, just to see if there's anything we can fine tune, that'd be great.
yeah, easy as. Hold us, and he gives you 5 different meat sticks and wipes his hands on his pants.
Rourke immediately begins eating one.
Yeah. As he's reading them with one hand, he starts flipping them with his pinky. Reaches for one of the meat sticks again. Oh, there's plenty more down there. Cliff was busy.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I'm glad they actually got a good kitchen in this one. This one's only a rental, but we got to give this one back, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah. You can still smell the collection of meat that's being cooked down below. As the ship starts to float back towards Kinellen. Do you have a set idea of what you want the wish spell to say?
I don't.
Okay. We can have a think about that. While we... she's online, I don't know if she's had a chance to read it yet. So what we'll do is we can take our break early, and I'll let you have a think about what you want to have the wish spell be, and if she wants to be a part of the wish spell, then awesome, you've got longer to think about it. And we'll just kind of wrap out with some other little random thingies. Otherwise, we'll go through and do that wish scroll. We'll still have half an hour as usual, but we'll come back at the next hour. That sound okay?
Good.
Sounds good.
Cool. So it is. I will catch y'all back soon. Wah. Alright, so we will catch y'all back in a little bit. We're just going to get some food, and I want to make sure that if we're going to be going through with the scroll stuff, that the people that want to be a part of it can be a part of it. So we'll do that, and I'll catch y'all back in a little bit. Have a good little break. Get some food, get some water, stretch, all those good things. See you soon. not too sure why the music just decided to turn off. I apologize.
Was feeling a bit quiet.
Yeah, it's just absolutely freaking silent.
Tiny side offshoot. I got distracted during the break, made noodles, forgot to eat them because I started doing the vacuum. Which I've been kind of excited about because since my partner moved in, I figured this what's the point in vacuuming until we finish sorting everything out. And it's been like 2 months. I finally sorted things out last week, so I was excited to get to the vacuuming. My vacuum cleaner's broken, so I started using hers. Turns out it's really just a dustbuster in a vacuum cosplay. It works, but it's wow. Right. You're putting in a lot of effort.
All right.
It was just so interesting. I thought, I have to say this.
I love this. Hell yeah. Goddamn, I have so much crap to clean up. There's so much stuff all over my floor. Because I decided to try and do a photo shoot thing. And also crush a watermelon today with my thighs. I managed to do it.
Oh, well done.
So I get to edit that video and do it later.
I was going to say, was it a video thing, or was this just like a goal because of working out?
Nah, it was a an incentive from last year's Sweet with Pride from July, because we waited until watermelons were in season, because July they're not, and then we just kept putting it off because December and January are busy. Yeah. But yeah. So we are going to give the wish spell a miss for the time being. I think Kev is having some earphone trouble.
Yeah, my headphones decided to disconnect. Tried to get them to reconnect.
Okay. You could still hear us, which is good.
Yeah.
So I'll leave the screen open because it's got the different carbon names on them for you.
I'm actually doing good on the remembering part. I will forget the colours, but I'm doing good on the remembering the names part.
That's okay, I'm sick. So Poison would have gone over the little notes that Rourke had made, and the wish outline that he has currently. Poison agrees that it is very good, so it's that's definitely something that can be used. Also, as just like a little enhancement, he reckons that doing it at the shrine is definitely a good idea, and probably just having a couple of her like little personal items to have like connections to would also be pretty helpful. So while there doesn't need to be a ritual, you can kind of make it one. That way the outline is as clear as fucking needs to be. And luckily without the dickishness that is the Overseer coming in to fuck with shit, all should be pretty good. So once you guys have gotten back to Canallen itself, there is plenty of space to kind of have a look into things, see what other items you can put together, and as you're all together in the shrine, River comes up to the covers. Let me turn that down again. Why is it always so loud? Hey, do you think that you'll need to, or want to, take one of the carvers back to your hometown?
Yeah, we've been talking that through, and okay, I realise you can still hear me. I'm just wondering.
Sorry,
this is watching you get up and go.
Okay, I was like, wait, did something happen? No, my microwave keeps beeping and it's annoying me.
Ah, right. Put that thing to sleep.
My food's done, and it will keep yelling at me. So please continue.
It's like, yeah, we've been thinking about that. We think the sort of main consciousness thing holds up crossing planes. We're not too sure, but we're thinking that Briskaba there gives a wave and a grin. Is likely to go back home. Duskaba wants to see if they can chill with Wakes and hang around and help him out a bit and learn stuff. The other two are likely to be sort of around here. Shishkaba wants to sort of catch up with Dolna whenever he can. And we figured... I just need to very quickly check something. We figured that Briskaba will try to set up a permanent teleportation circle over the next year in his hut while he's there with the rest of the fam. And Duskaba might look into it, talking through things with Wakes to see if we can get a more sort of permanent link between the three places.
Yeah.
And that way I hope to sort of still hang out with all the people I care about.
Nice. Sounds like a good plan.
Budaba will intends to stay with the twins as long as they're around together. He's also Budaba will probably also take a trip back to Holden at some point, and once the Holden? No. What was the start point? Holbeck.
Holbeck, yeah.
To visit them, and maybe he'll stay there at some point, or maybe once the home teleportation circle set up, he might work on one over there, just to be around and sort of look after and work with Dolna. No, not Dolna. Dolo.
Yeah.
So many ones of these names.
So sorry.
You're so accidentally devious.
Ha 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 ha. It's a
It's
pain in my ass.
Dolobus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to sort of roll in with it next time. Come up with some sort of scheme and not have just like 5 of the same, but everywhere we go, there's at least another one.
Yeah. I mean,
slightly different.
This is where I just there's a really massive family of gnomes in the next campaign, and you just, like, they have extremely similar names and all the same last name.
Yeah, and we call them mostly by the last name, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. There was a book I was reading, and it had 2 families of, I think, octuplets or something, and they all had very similar names, like Albert and Alphonse and all the rest of it, and they all went by their shortened version of the name, so you'd call them all Al, or well, I can't remember what the second family was, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of names you could shorten down the same.
Yep, yeah.
I'll see if I can think of a few of those.
I love that.
Sort of pass them on to make a couple of families like that.
I love it. I mean, hey,
and
this could just be your character for next.
Yeah, a whole family.
Yeah.
And like that you also like you divvy them up by saying that's the pretty owl, that's the food seller owl,
Yeah.
that's the rogue owl.
Yeah.
We don't talk to that owl, they got in trouble.
Yeah. They have titles very specifically.
Yep.
Oh, I love that so much though. Hell yeah. I think that's a good idea. I know that and River kind of speaks up a bit louder so that you can hear Rourke. I'm pretty sure Cliff and I still want to continue doing some adventuring stuff. Is that something that he'd still be interested in doing, bud?
Well, I mean, like, I was thinking about maybe opening an inn, but I've only got like 50 gold. And it's probably going to take a lot more than that to open an inn. So I should probably do something like to get money for a while.
I mean, if you work on that, maybe if you start with some plans for your inn, and we, Budaba and Shishkaba, can start work on maybe some of the furniture or fittings and stuff. I'm sure there's some storage around here where you can stick them in while you're off and around till you find an actual place.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah, nice to have a tavern with actual good wood furniture instead of that
Yeah.
nonsense that that one around the corner had.
Yeah, maybe we can start putting together an inn fund.
Just in case.
I mean, yeah. God damn
While
it.
you're in between projects.
Cliff is pretty
Oh,
stoked.
that could be a good name. The In Between.
That's pretty cool.
This works even better if you find a location that's in between two other remarkable locations.
Right.
That's a good idea. Yeah. And I
Or
mean,
like in the meantime.
in the meantime.
Oh, dude.
I wonder
there's
if
so many
we could
options.
work with like Bob Neal Wakes to cast a very, very slight time dilation spell over that place if you're going with meantime or meantime, and just like 24 hours is 25 hours instead, so a very slight time for people to just chill out a bit longer in there.
Ooh.
I mean, that's pretty good considering everything going on. Like,
Yeah.
we've experienced. Sounds great for an adventurous
Just-
party.
Who doesn't need a little more me time?
All of the carbers look at themselves and like, we're good.
Poison, who is holding 2 kebabs, is just nodding, going, I mean, sorry, that's not their voice. I mean, I'm sure Claire would be able to do something like that. Very easy enough, and it's definitely in her coghouse. So there's always that, and I mean, you guys have helped us out an absolute metric fuck ton. So a little bit of magic on a bar. Sorry, an inn. Yeah, easy as.
I wonder if you put it next to Claire's shop. What's around Claire's shop? Who could you replace? What could you be in between Claire's shop and what?
They have had to rebuild quite a few things just because of everything that happened within Acrania itself. So there are actually quite a few gaps in some spaces. Claire does have to rebuild a fair amount of her shop from the blood storm that went through. That did happen in her store.
Were these planks always red?
They are now. So there is quite a bit of real estate. River does say, I mean, considering everything that you've done to help out, especially in Canal in itself, pretty well known. I'm pretty sure they can at least hold a spot of land for you.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to like impose like. I mean, like if somebody else wants it, like they're like I wouldn't want to get like special treatment or nothing. But I mean, that'd be cool. It'd be nice.
River just like pats you on the arm.
We go for a walk around town and like just point out spots that might work.
Yeah, absolutely. Take a little wander through Kinellan. There are quite a few spots that are just like, quite literally, free real estate. And
Oh no.
yeah,
Some image pop into my head when you said that.
Same. There are a few different businesses that have decided to stay closed, so they do have like for sale signs up. Some places have actually been fully bulldozed so that they can, make the building again from scratch because it's easier than just trying to rebuild over things. Repair things, sorry. And as you walk through, you can see that Claire's shop has been all boarded up, and as it just says, under repair. Under repair until further notice, so UNF. No. UFN, that's what it is. The abbreviation. You can just say that. And roll me a D8, Kev. Nice. As you're wandering through, because Canellan's a pretty decently sized town, you do spot 6 pretty decent locations that would be really good. A couple of them are very, like, small little bits of area that would be, like, very, like, front heavy, but they'd be long. Or you could be, like, long and build up. A couple of them have quite large plots of land that you'd be able to quite literally branch out with. So you've at least got some really good options. River does seem to be like writing a few of these down. At the moment, there's been a significant amount that's been rebuilt. People are definitely back on their feet, or at least beginning to get back on their feet. Kinallan is definitely a very tight-knit community town, so everybody isn't really like left out on their own. Acrania more specifically has always been very tight-knit with each other, and with the things that happened on the continent itself, it really just like reinforced that further. So the noble family for this continent, who's in Shadowfen, they've been trying to reach out to other nobility in other locations to try and get some funds in to help other towns rebuild, just make sure that everybody can get back to where they were before all of this. And that seems to be in very much full swing. Is there anything that's gone through Rourke's head as he's taken a bit of a wander through here? Or is there anything he's looking for in particular?
Just enough space for like an inn and like a stable. like close to other businesses if possible, but
Could say he's after a stable income.
You explode. No.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. Campaign over.
Luckily, I've got 3 other attempts before I'm gone completely now.
True. Who needs inspiration with bodies like these?
Exactly.
Talk about body quads. I really thought you were just leaving.
Yeah, no, I'm out. A Tyler joke? No, no
Yeah.
way.
No,
Can't be
that's-
having that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Of the 6, I'd say there is... I'd say 4 of them are quite good options for what you're looking for. How much does land go for in D&D? Let's bring it. Okay. They're all in gold pieces. Some of the... Let's do it this way. So we'll go... Just random numbers rolled. Some of the ones that are definitely a lot bigger, that would have way more space to have like a proper stable and barn area. You'd have so much more real estate. That is the one that's 12. The one with 3 is on the smaller side, but it's still pretty good and is in between quite a few like good little smaller businesses. The one that is 9 and 6k, there is a decent amount of land and the shops around them are quite bustling. So those 2 are in between quite good places. The one that's 9k is closer to Claire's shop. So that is some of the stuff that you managed to find out just through like a little bit of digging. Yeah. And good ground. Ugh. Yeah, you've at least got some idea of what you can do there. As Cliff is kind of watching you walk around and have a look at some of these places, he does kind of sidle up to you and go, I mean, is this something that you want to, build up for yourself on your own, would you take donations? It's your thing, but I don't want to, like, overstep on any of it.
Well, no, like, I mean, I really don't have anywhere near enough money. I don't want to like ask for donations, but like if somebody like wants to, like we could be partners.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
'Cause, and there's the part of me that's kind of hesitant about it, because it's not exactly good money, but with the Lovecchio's gone out.
Was it, you mean like it's fake?
No, 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 no. It's real money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just my uncle and I are kind of the only ones left from my family, and they had a pretty big, handling of money, and I
Yeah.
am entitled to a very big portion of that.
Well, like they got it through like some pretty crappy ways, but
Yeah.
like if you're using it to do good things, then I mean like it kind of balances out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. They, my uncle sent me a letter. He's back in Murstone, and mom and yeah, it says mom. Mom, grandma, and uncle have pretty much shut down that empire, and they actually donated quite a lot to rebuild Murstone itself. They did it all anonymously, but my uncle let me know that there's a fair amount that's there for me, and I can do what I want with it. And I wanted to try and put some back into Ukrainia, and that's where you live, so.
Yeah, like I mean, you know, we can like whatever you get from your uncle, and like I'm sure we can raise the rest.
Yeah, there'd still be stuff to raise. Well, it depends which one you want to go for. The land stuff.
I mean, dude, like that's a lot of money. Like I can't ask.
That's fair. I mean, we're family, and this is something that you really want to do.
I mean, like, I really like being able to help people. And, like, I don't think we can adventure forever. I mean, maybe, but you know, at some point you gotta go home and like have a place to call home.
Yeah. I reckon we adventure for a few more years. There's still some good we can
Oh
do.
yeah, yeah.
It's kind of cool to see this stuff, though. Like, know that it's actually an option. How cool is that?
Right, dude. Like I had no idea. Like
Yeah.
there was no concept of what am I gonna do in the future.
Right?
Like the future was like that afternoon.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what am I gonna have for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. God. What am I gonna have for dinner?
That's a good question.
Oh, you think that sandwich place is open yet? They were opening a sandwich place.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should see if we can get that recipe.
Yeah, we should. Maybe we can have like a teleport in. You know how people like come by? We have like a little window and they teleport in to get like sandwiches and then they can leave again. Would be all over Latov.
Dude.
I like this.
Yeah.
Wonder if they have roast beef.
Ooh.
And gonna go to the sandwich place that just opened up. It's not quite to the tier level of the sandwich, but still.
What is?
Yeah. It's still pretty good. Pretty solid. Is there anything in particular that the Carbers would like to do at this point? They've been wandering along with everybody.
I don't think anything much in particular. For the most part, when they get to sort of the different locations, the getting their carpenter's eye out, like we could do this, maybe have a sort of veranda poking out the top over there. Next to Claire's shop, you could link in with that quite happily, and we could do this, and this. And then when they start talking about food, Shish Kebab sort of leaves the rest of them and comes and hangs out with those two. It's like, we could have a kebab sandwich.
Do you think a kebab is a
Kebab.
cannoli?
I don't know what a cannoli is.
Cannoli is something that's like wrapped in something, right? It's like a thing in a thing.
Oh no, I was thinking like the kebab where it's on a skewer, except instead of like little meat pieces, it's sandwiches the whole way down.
That's a game changer right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
The reason he called me Shish Kebab.
And you could have like different sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't just be like pieces of the same sandwich.
No.
You get different kinds of sandwiches.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking pieces of sandwich. I was thinking just whole sandwiches.
Yeah. You can eat it like a corn on a cob.
Maybe if we like deep fried the whole thing, sort of like you do with a hot dog, it'd hold it together a bit more. You'd have to pick your sandwich fillings a lot more specifically.
Yeah. I can get behind this. We should tell Dolna about this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got his sandwich book. Well, what he'd worked on so far with the sandwiches, but yeah, definitely need Donna in on this one.
Yeah. Maybe let's go buy sandwiches, and then we can get kebab sticks, and we'll start paving the way. Let's go. You have a hell of a time. We'll go with that. If they're like over the next couple of days, if the Carbers want to go to like those specific places, like Briskaba wants to go back home, Poison would offer to take them that way instead of them having to go and get boats and things like that. So it doesn't have to happen immediately, but Poison does offer for the bit of time that they're going to be around for. He's not going to head back just yet, but he does want to check in on his family back in Carlisle. So, all those things.
I think they'll thank him, but say no. Duskar will obviously be waiting for Bodney to feel he's healthy enough to go back. But Briskabar decides he would rather take the trip.
Nice.
Just see things on the way.
Hell yeah. Okay. Probably very late into the evening is when Bobney wakes up. Let's say Rourke would have carried it to one of the bedrooms, one of the spare bedrooms in the shrine to just rest. So you guys would probably just be finishing up with dinner that evening when Wakes kind of like waddles out to see you guys. Amora goes to put some tea on, and you chuck together some food that's been left over for Bobney to eat. Wakes is quite hungry, a little bit like drowsy from being asleep for so long. You know how if you oversleep you're just like, what year is it? Very much that. But the tea definitely helps in the food as well, keeping up some hydration, good stuff. It takes a look out over all of you, all of the newcomers. Thank you for coming to my aid. I'm glad that it all worked out so well. It seemed to be a resounding success.
It was definitely resounding, sound-wise.
Oh, yes. Luckily, I do believe the healing that Amora administered was able to be a very significant help to my eardrums. Probably should have put some plugs in. Well, hindsight and all those things. Thank you for your hospitality as well. I have spent more than enough time in the material plane, I believe. So I will probably be making my way back to the Feywild within the next few hours, I would say.
Do you have need of an assistant? Duskar comes up.
Oh.
You just want an assistant?
That would be fantastic.
Stuff you're doing seems interesting, and we both know how curious I am.
Correctly so. Yes, it would be very good, thank you. I believe the company would also be much appreciated.
Yeah, I did wonder if you were going slightly mad just because you were by yourself for so long, but...
That's a very good point. I was going to say the fish kept me company, but after being stuck to that pillar for so long with the single one, I think I shall burn them all.
I think you should evict that fish.
Yes. The breakdancing rats can stay, though. They're so talented.
But the talking cat by the fire could probably stay as well. He was just chill. He didn't help you, but he was chill. He was remarkably polite.
Oh, Sir Brotherington, yes.
Yes.
He's been a part of the family for decades.
Is he related to the brethren we knew from this other team at all?
I do not believe so. I do not believe he was a cat.
I didn't think so either, but also Fae stuff. I wouldn't put anything past anything.
That is true. Brothrin was actually a wild magic barbarian, so it's possible. This is where we find out that Brothrin is distant cousins with Bobney.
Or it's like got his future self trapped in cat form and just hung out there.
I'd believe
Time
it.
shenanigans.
Yeah, I'd believe it. He's a weird little dude.
Also, I think I'm hoping you're okay that Torvik took off with your bear. Didn't seem like it was really doing much for you, but it looked cute and cuddly.
With my bear. Tyler doesn't remember.
He'd eaten all your porridge and was sleeping in one of your beds.
Ah, yes. They do come around sometimes. But they're also very welcome to, if they wish to visit.
Wish to visit, right. Interesting choice of words.
He just grins at you. There is also a heirloom that I would like some aid in destroying. I do not believe it is very...
That cauldron?
Yes, you should see him grimace at that, and...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was hoping you would say something along those lines. I was not comfortable with that being in your house. It was making me question things.
It was my mother's.
Next time you go visit your family, give me fair warning so I can go choose to visit someone else at the same time.
This would not need to be. He just says that. This would not need to be. My contact is severed from them. There's a very specific thing that I wrote about that. What was it? Did they die?
I think they severed the connection with him because his curiosity got too much.
I think so.
That was in the sort of diary we found, I think.
Yes. Yes, yeah. They thought he was insane. Despite, his mother having the cauldron that needed children's hearts.
Insane from different aspects.
Yes. Pot and kettle and all those things. But, yes. My connection with them has been severed for a very long time. I just choose to keep the family portrait in the entry room.
I was going to ask about that.
It's a reminder, I guess. Perhaps it's a conversation for another day. He just continues eating and sipping tea for a bit. But an assistant would be lovely. There are many books that I do wish to have a look into. Cliff pipes up and says, "Oh, if you get any books out from the material plane, just be careful, because, the Feywild moves time here pretty quickly, so the return fee will probably be crazy. Yeah. Unless you buy them. I think you can do that. But yeah, return fees are no joke." Bobney just nods. I think with that, if there's anything else that either of you would like to do in this evening time before Bobney leaves.
I guess one of the carbs will disappear for a little while, and just before they leave, present Bobney with a bucket.
I love this. Bobney seems confused for all of about 3 seconds before just like smiling and nodding, taking hold of the bucket and just, it's about time. Thank you. I may have to have a look into the manufacturing of goblin pickles. Having one of those at home would be useful.
One goblin pickle at home?
I will need several. Those are so good. If I can find a way to actually manufacture them properly. It's their empire. I do not wish to encroach on their empire. I don't imagine they're very common in the Feywild, is my concern.
Yeah, you'd probably have to talk to the goblins.
Maybe you can find Arvid. I'm not sure if she knows anything about goblin pickles, but I think she was keeping an eye on the way the druids were making foodstuffs when we were there.
Yes.
She might be able to find goblin pickle recipes for you.
Ah. She was
You
the...
could always just like hire a goblin to make pickles for you.
I wonder what sort of pickles Worm would make.
Oh. What a splendid idea.
Goblin dragon pickles. I bet they'd be spicy.
I agree. Poison does pipe up and say, so you probably won't hear from Worm for a good little bit. Worm's gonna had to duck away from the public eye. Has just got to remain in the ethereal plane for the time being. The dragons are getting pretty restless, and it's from that fight with the Overseer, it's taken a pretty decent toll on Worm. I think the overlap of the ethereal plane and the material plane would probably end up pretty bad, so Worm's just trying to keep that contained. On a similar vein, you probably won't hear from Silver for a bit either. All of the elemental planes got to do some healing before they... can even consider manifesting again. Since they had to give up parts of themselves to make the elemental chaos to cover for Limbo, that has taken a pretty decent toll on all of them, so... On the plus side, luckily they will manage to contain it pretty well. I will have to go probably the next couple of hours too, just to check in on my family, as well as go and check in on the state of the Astral Sea. I'm pretty sure, given how much of the Astral Sea actually overlaps with a lot of the other planes, I just got to make sure there's no holes or anything like that. Also, Garmy can get pretty restless, and if Garmy breaks out, all hell's gonna fucking break loose. So, gotta make sure that little shit's and knows his place. But, Rourke, you definitely got the right idea with everything that you've got set up for bringing your ma back. So,
Thanks.
it's all in good hands. And if you and Amora do it, then combined your arcane resonance should be strong enough to do what you need to. But if you do need any help with anything, get River to give me a yell.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too with the resonance. Yep, it's. Yeah, we'll let you know.
Got all under control, bud. Gives you a pat on the arm. Finishing up food for everybody. Cleaning up the kitchen, making sure everything's all nice and tidy. You know, Ma's been away for a bit. You wanted to come home to a nice clean house.
Oh yeah, no, she'd be mad.
Yeah. You guys can all get some rest for the night. Bobney and Daskaba do bid farewell. They decide to pop off to the library before they leave. Definitely questioning how they're going to be getting books from a library. It's fine. Daskaba does see that Bobney does leave money on the counter. But there is definitely a little bit of B&E before heading back to the Feywild.
I mean,
Poison does bid farewell as well, giving a hug to River, and will pretty much makes her promise to come and visit the family. They all miss her, and things like that. So she agrees that she'll pop by when she can, next time that they're over that way in Carlisle, for whatever reason. Bids all of you good luck in your future endeavours and everything that you decide to keep going with. And leaves with a satchel of food, saluting before they leave. You all can finally bed down and get some rest for the night. And that, I think, is where we'll leave tonight's session. We can come back when we're all together next, and sort out the wish spell. And then there's only one more thing that I need to do as a proper actual wrap up.
The end of the year, right?
Yes, the end of the year. So the next time that we play, we'll sort out when that is. Hopefully it is before I go away in March, because I'm away from like pretty much the end of February, from the 27th, and March is just very busy in general. I'm pretty sure I get back and in 2 weeks I leave for Christchurch. I'm so fucking excited for that. I'm so excited.
It's also Pride Month, so there'll be a couple of other... I did realise there are a couple of other activities, and I'll I'll message you about which ones there are for while you're here.
Oh, that's very cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I've taken work off that whole period for a couple of days before and after you arrived, so we've got all the time.
Yay!
Nice.
That's fucking great. I'm stoked. I just gotta make sure
Really
that in
good.
those 2 weeks, or even before that, I can put a decent amount of money away. Because, yeah, going over to Australia. At least all the
Yeah,
stuff's
and then
paid for.
straight to Armageddon, basically, as well.
Yeah, and then the week after that is Wellington Armageddon, where we want to go and meet Robbie Damon.
Have you already bought all those tickets? Because I remember you were talking about the costs for all of that.
I just have to pay my partner back for the Wellington ones.
Yeah.
But all the tickets for those have been bought. That's all good.
Including all the meet and greets and stuff.
Meet and greet prices and dates aren't actually out yet. It's still to be determined.
Okay.
I have no idea how it works. I've never done it before. I'm so scared. What if I make myself look stupid?
I mean, that'll be memorable, right?
True.
Just roll with it and go extra stupid.
I love this. I do want to go and cosplay. I have to figure out if I can bring my sword for Trafalgar Law to Christchurch, because I'd love to wear that cosplay there.
I have to try and find a specific pair of boots, and then I think I can make a second cosplay. Otherwise, I have to find a wig, and I can redo my first one.
Ooh, that's exciting. Hell yes.
Or just redye my hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Yep. All the things. Okay. But yeah. Epilogue stuff, if you have any ideas or anything that you think of that you want to do, just flick them through to me. If you have a general idea of how long you want to do adventuring for before doing the end stuff, let me know. You can literally roll a dice and decide it. It's totally fine. Rourke is young as hell.
Yeah,
so that
and
helps.
I mean, if you ask, one of the carbers would probably go with you if you wanted them.
Yeah, that's everything. I will catch y'all when I catch y'all next. Have good and take care.
Yeah, have a good next week.
Yeah.
Both you.
Y'all too. Bye.
Bye.
And that's us. I got a little itty bitty session. That was a very fun time. I like being able to do the just like little chill sessions. It's very rewarding. Enunciate your words, Tyler. Hi, Charlotte. I hope you're doing good. I have been doing a bunch of videos and photo thingies, so I have a bunch to edit. I've also been doing the push-up challenge for February, so it's 23 days where I am trying to get to 2,000 push-ups. I'm not going to be able to get to 2,000 like push-ups on its own. Luckily, you're able to do like crunches and squats in between. But so far, I have done 39 floor push-ups, and I am so proud of myself for that, because I've never been able to do floor push-ups before, so I'm stoked. A lot of the other times has been like crunches or squats, so my ass is gonna look great. 2,000 push-ups in one session? Are you trying to kill me? Really well done, thank you. I am going to be doing I still need to do a little video about why I decided to do the push-up challenge. It is specifically a charity thing for mental health, so I am very much resonated with it, so I wanted to do a little video about why it actually properly resonated with me. Because I like being able to explain those things, and I'm a natural yapper. That that's, you know, streamer things. Hopefully I'll be able to get back into gaming soon. I am kind of in a weird little limbo period at the moment where I'm not too sure what my time frames are gonna be like. I'm very much focused on my weight loss and fitness at the moment. There's very specific things that I need to do and get done in my day-to-day, as well as juggling work and trying to set up for another campaign and the next campaign. There's a whole bunch on. So at the moment, streaming has kind of taken the back seat on that front. Luckily, I have a really lovely streamer friend, Narapi, who I can talk to about that kind of streaming stuff that I'm not too sure about. Because I personally always found that it didn't really feel worth it to just like sit down and stream for 2 hours. Like it had to be more than 2 hours every time. So we've been talking about that, and that's been really helpful. It also means that I can put some put less stress on myself and my time. Unfortunately, work takes up a lot of that time. I despise it. And kind of the last thing that I want to do after sitting at a desk staring at a computer all day is come home and sit at a desk and stare at a computer. Like, my PC has hardly been touched. It's kind of sad for how much I spent on it. Yeah, so I'm hoping to be able to get back into that at some goddamn point. A small part of the test for black belt when I did martial arts was 100 push-ups in a row. Oh, that is brutal. I mean, I suppose at that point, like, you've been doing enough training and things like that it's not as brutal. But yeah, I had to slowly work up to doing a specific amount of push-ups. But all in all, things be going. I have things to look forward to. And that is a very massive one. So that's a big yay. I did not do that, by the way. That'd be hard. A part of me also just wants to see in these days how many I can do. And the fact that on the first day I did 27 is pretty cool. The second day, because this is only the third day, the second day that I did it, I didn't do any push-ups just because I had just done a push session at the gym, and I had just finished doing fucking 75 kg bench presses and 30 kg fucking incline presses, so my arms were jelly. Push-ups are hard. Also, planks are hard. I need to get my core stronger. It's hard out here. I want to be strong. I am pretty strong. I'm very happy with that. I will try and find a way to post the watermelon crushing video on Discord so you can see it, Ece. Because I'm pretty stoked with that. Yeah. I find that side planks are a lot more fun. Like the ones where you're just on one arm. Yeah. You loved the beep test? Oh my god. That's kind of crazy. Good for you. Not for me. I do prefer to do elliptical over running on the treadmill because I got shit ankles and shit knees. So yeah, running. Although, and this is probably way not fucking needed, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The great thing about being able to do like running now is that I don't fucking have massive tits in the way. Like, quite literally. Big ol' couple of weights off the chest. It helps. My back's still pretty bad though. But, you know, hell yeah, comfy runner. Was almost always the last person going. It was just straight up contest between will and body. Yeah, very much so. Because I've always been very stocky, we used to play tackle bull rush in primary school. Wild for a bunch of children to just, like, tackle each other, by the way. But we did that. And I remember having, like, 3 or 4 people, like, clinging onto me after they attempted to tackle me. And just, like, shrugging through and, like, walking. And then we had, like, a massive guy just, like, full on tackle me. But that's fine. I was, like, 11. Look, I don't fucking know. Anyway, my food's cold, so I have to heat it up again. I have videos to edit. And yeah, this was good fun. I miss my friends. We did the break at intermediate. I wasn't good at being tackled, but I could always miss out to take down anyone else. I fucking love that. I adore this for you. Hell yes. I'm gonna wrap stream out there. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all when I see you next. Hang out in the Discords whenever. All those good things. I've missed more than I was expecting. Thanks for the... Oh, I missed this more than I was expecting. Thanks for the game and the good night. It's always a good time hanging out with y'all. And I'm so excited to be able to hang with you in person in a month. Oh! That makes me so happy. But dude, have good. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see y'all next time. See ya.